Hi guys, welcome to my makeup channel. My name is Irina and I am a new kid on the block, how they say. I'm new to YouTube, however, I'm definitely not new to makeup. I have been freelancing doing makeup for quite a few years now, and in fact through this video I would like to reach out to all of my clients and just say big thank you guys. Over the years I have met so many new people, I've made so many new friends and have been truly blessed with all of this. So for quite some time now, a lot of people have asked me why don't I start make videos. In fact, there's one person who has been on me for this. It's my daughter Victoria. She's 12 and I think that maybe in one of my videos you guys will get to meet her. So I have processed this in my head for quite some time now and decided to give it a try. So I'm new to all of this video making, so please, if you guys have any comments or suggestions or critics, I'm definitely open to this. Leave your comments down below. So today I would like to start with the look that I'm wearing right now, and it's probably going to be very suitable for Valentine's since it's coming up in a couple of days. However, you can really wear this anytime you want. The red lips definitely make it more glamorous and more romantic, so you can substitute the red lips for something else if you feel like it's a little bit too much for you. But anyway, so keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, show me some support, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you. So starting with a clean moisturized face, I'm going to be using Too Faced Born This Way foundation in natural beige, and using MAC 190 brush, I'm just going to apply the actual foundation onto my skin. I'm not going to be blending it with this brush. I'm going to use a Real Technique complexion sponge to actually blend the product. This sponge actually works really good. It's very compatible to the Beauty Blender, and price-wise it's very decent, so I think it's definitely worth of getting it. And then I'm going to go with Sigma brush P82 and using MAC Eye Primer in Painterly. I'm just going to prime my lids and kind of going between the brush and my fingers just to blend it very nicely. I feel like nothing blends the product better than the actual fingers. And then going with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar, I'm going with the lightest shade in the palette just to cover up the lids to get rid of the tackiness that we got from the primer. And then I'm going to be using Eyebrow Pencil by Circa in Auburn. And then what I'm going to do with my eyebrows, I'm really just going to outline the outer line of the brow and just really contour it and fill in the bold spots. See, like right here I don't really have much hair, so I'm filling it in. I don't usually like to overdo my brows. I know it's been a trend these days to have the big bold brows, and maybe depending on the look that you're going, but I really like to keep it subtle with my brows. And just a rule of thumb, maybe some of you guys don't know this, but if you're a brunette, you always wanted to make sure that you go a shade or 2 shades lighter. And if you are blonde, that you do reverse. You go a shade or a couple of shades darker. And then I take MAC 266 brush and a light brown eyeshadow, matte eyeshadow, and fill in my eyebrows with that just to soften it. And then taking MAC eyeshadow in Coral and MAC brush number 224, I'm just gonna go into my crease with this color, and you don't have to be very precise, just keep blending it. This is gonna be our transition color. And taking those 2 colors from the palette, we're gonna go with the brush by MAC 217 and apply that to the outer corner of the lid, about 2/3 of the lid. And then taking the 224 by MAC, I'm just gonna go in and blend that a little bit just to get rid of all of the harsh edges. And then taking that color from the palette, I'm gonna spray the brush with the setting spray by MAC to help the color to be more intense and vivid. I'm gonna apply that pinkish light color to the other side of the lid. And then I'm gonna go in with that lighter shade from that palette and gonna go highlight my underbrow area. And then taking an eyeshadow by ColourPop in color Millionaire, I'm going to actually use my fingertips to apply this, as this eyeshadow is very, I would say it's dry wet. It's kind of creamy. And you can use also a synthetic brush to apply this, but I just find it that the fingertips do a beautiful job. And apply this kind of like in the middle, just like where those two colors meet, the light and dark. And then going in with the 224 by MAC just to blend everything right there in the crease, just in case some of that sparkles from that eyeshadow got on it. And taking concealer by MAC, it's a Pro-Long concealer in NW20. And then using a Real Technique sponge to blend. And then I'm gonna set it with Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Cameo and using fan brush. And then I'm going to apply an eyeliner, and I'm going to be using today a liquid eyeliner by Sephora. And I'm going to go with those two colors, and using a Real Technique small detail brush, I'm going to smoke it up my lower lash line, and then also going in with a black eyeliner by NYX. I'm gonna darken it, make it more intense, and then applying some mascara. I have applied some eyelashes, some falsies, and then I'm gonna contour with this Maybelline Fit Me foundation stick. I'm gonna go a little bit on my nose as well. And then also I'm gonna go with this concealer by Maybelline and going right under my contour lines and some on my forehead, a little bit of my nose. And then I'm going to be using the Real Technique sponge. And first I'm going to be blending the light color. And you really just want to be dabbing on it. You don't want to be moving the product. And going a little bit on my jaw lines as well, to help making it a little bit more sharp appearing, and blending it some more with that sponge. I'm going to be setting everything with this Too Faced pressed powder and in the color light medium. And then I'm going to be using Lorac contour palette and taking a medium color from it and using MAC contour brush. I believe it's 166. The numbers actually faded on this brush, so I can't really see well, but it's their contour brush. And then setting powder by MAC, I'm gonna take a contour brush by Tarte and going right under that area where I contoured with that light color. That's gonna make it look a little bit more sharp. And then I will highlight with highlighter by MAC in Soft and Gentle. And a little bit on my nose as well. And I'm gonna be using a blush by MAC in Gleeful. And it's a Real Technique blush brush. And then again, blending it with a big old fluffy brush, kind of all of it together. And this could be your finished look, but no, we will not finish here. We will go in with this bright red lipstick by NARS. This is actually, I think I got this from Sephora as a free gift for my birthday. And also I will be going in with the lipstick by Ulta in number 202. And this is, guys, really is the finished look. I really hope that you like it and this tutorial was useful to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you guys in my next videos. Thank you.